Yeah.
Birthday is in 3 days.
Oh boy.
Have to get Dad's planets out. We have to do something for Earth Day, see?
We do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to find something. There you are.
Okay. People popping in already on Instagram,
I didn't turn off my cell.
including Chibis, and Chibis.
Swipe left. Swipe right. I have nobody saying anything.
Continue on Facebook. On Instagram, they just pop.
Yep. Nobody's on Facebook.
On Facebook, they have to casually saunter in.
So.
And Tommy Braden has joined us. Hello, Tommy. Tommy, I finished the last sketch cover of yours that you got from me. So they will be going off to CGC on Monday.
Nice. And then we have a bunch of heads that are going to be leaving here on Monday as well.
Yep. Hello, Terry. Hello, Ford. Tommy says, hey, Chris and Zia.
I have nobody. Why do I have nobody, Z? Ford, finally. We have human.
Rob Deaton Photo says, howdy.
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 So we are just loading up for the show. Hopefully everybody had a good Friday today. This is very calm in the city today.
That's because I wasn't in the studio. I was all the way uptown. Tommy, yeah, your 3 voodoo sketch covers will be on their way to CGC next week. And they look very cool. The dad one in particular came out really charming.
Hello, Tony Shikori.
I'm going to zoom out.
Okay, you zoom out, Z.
What's that on the desk, Chris?
That is our giant confetti cannon.
Yes, Tommy. Chris mentioned the headshots, the color headshots. We have at least 4 or 5 of them ready to go.
Yep, they'll go out on Monday.
Yep. And I think some of your prints already went out.
Yes. Yep. His prints went out earlier today. And Shibis's stuff did not go out today. I'm holding it up for Monday like he asked. So Shibis, if you're still on there, it'll be going out on Monday.
All right, Patrick the Shimmable. You can buy Neal Adams art here. What we do is as the show progresses, we show pieces of art. If you see something that you want to purchase, you claim. You write in the commentary where you just wrote, where can I buy some Neal Adams art? Say claim and what it is you're claiming. Then we will verbally acknowledge that we have seen your claim. And then we will ask you to send us a direct message giving us your real name, your PayPal email address, and your mailing address so that we can invoice you and get the process going.
But we'll say that about 10 more times during the show.
Very probably, yes.
Yes. So if you didn't get all of that, it'll definitely come back. So we're just waiting for the load in because it takes everybody a little while to get the pop-up that we're on. And then we'll start the show rolling.
Oh, yeah, Chibis, I might actually pop in because I know Steranko is there on Sunday. But I have some birthday stuff to do with my kid on Sunday as well. So I'm going to see if I can work in a quick stopover at New York Comic Art Expo on Sunday.
And Andrea's on with us, and Kelly Barrett is
Andrea.
on with us.
Hello, Andrea.
So we're just waiting for the load in a little bit. And
oh, and hello, Kelly. Sorry, I missed you.
We'll see. Oops.
Do you think I should leave the music playing in the back, or should I turn
I
it
think
off?
we're okay.
Hello, Jim.
I just lost myself. Okay, well, everybody's like popping on now finally, so that's good. And then we'll start the minute or two.
And also Patrick the Shimmable. We do also on Instagram have previous shows that we've recorded and stored that you can also go through. If you see anything on there, you can always instant message us. Let us find out whether we sold it or not and what the prices are, and we can
Usually
help
the
you out
prices
that
are
way.
right there as
Yeah.
well. So if you see a piece, you can see the price.
And
So.
here it says, "You look comfy and cuddly for us."
Thank you.
I think she just needs Cher sitting next to her and start
It's a
singing.
little chilly up here today.
And start singing, "I Got You, Babe."
I got you, babe. So Zia went on an adventure today.
Okay, and okay. Tommy is saying, "I paid for the color guide in DM. Should I mention it's fine if we send that with prints or other original art, whatever you think will ride best?" Yeah, we usually pack in a way where the art will
benefits.
travel the safest,
Right.
Regardless of how you guys may want it shipped.
Yeah, Andrew just said this weather is bananas.
Yeah.
And it is bananas. That's why everybody's like sick. I got on the train the other day and everybody had a mask on except me. And I was like, did I not get the mask memo today? And then everybody has given up all the white ones and everyone is just wearing black ones.
Well, because they're cool. But they're not very comfortable, the black ones.
No?
No, I don't like them.
Well,
I know Jade wanted them, and we got them. And
it just scared me. It was like, okay, so what's going around, guys? You just want to poke everybody and say, so what do you know that I don't know? Is it the flu? Is it allergies? What is it?
So I have a question for our viewers, since we're not all filled in yet. Anybody on the East Coast, or particularly in the New York tri-state area, going to CradleCon next month?
I don't know if he's even advertising yet. Have you seen ads for CradleCon? Because I haven't.
Well, they have my face up saying I'm coming, so I guess I'm
they
going.
must have just started it, because I haven't seen anything for CradleCon yet.
Victor says, "Got a cold too. This weather has been weird."
Yeah.
I've been getting the allergies, though, worse than not been getting sick, but boy, my allergies have been through the roof.
This is true. I think if you're in the New York area tomorrow, we're supposed to get some sun, finally. So, okay, I think we can start.
I think nobody's going to CradleCon. Well, that's a bummer, because Chris and I are going to be there.
I don't think they know. I don't think they've advertised.
When and where is CradleCon? CradleCon is in Long Island, New York. And it is May. I have to double check the dates. I think it's the second weekend in May.
We'll get more information for it, guys.
But the reason I'm saying is because they're doing a thing on Wendy Peeney. For those of you who don't know Wendy Peeney, shame on you first. Look her up. But she is a brilliant illustrator. But besides that, what a lot of people don't know is she is a brilliant costumer. And she, way back in the day, was among the first people to attend conventions in costume that she would create herself. And she was part of the creation of what we now call cosplay.
Right.
So they're doing a big, beautiful presentation for her. And
well, she used to walk around as Red Sonja.
Yeah.
And then Frank Thorne used to walk around as a wizard. And they were like the first people who really got costumed out. And then we started the costume parade at Comic-Cons, but most people were still wearing like out of the box costumes, whereas she actually drew her costume, made her costume, and then obviously wore her costume, which there was a lot of skin of Wendy with not a lot of costume.
And boy, she worked it though.
Right. But she was bold enough to do it. And that was kind of the beginning of cosplay and more elaborate outfits. I mean, now we have people who spend, I don't know what
small
they
fortunes,
spend. Right.
Sometimes big fortunes.
That are create like the transforming car guys and all the big motorized costuming is amazing. That's out during conventions. So anyway, go ahead, Zee.
So the people putting it together have. Well, they came to show us what they were going to present.
Yes.
And if you don't want honest criticism, don't bring it to an Adams. So we discussed and pointed out some things that could be worked on, and they asked me to do the narration for the presentation, so I got to do that today.
Yeah, their original narrator just obviously had no connection. So because he had no connection, because I don't think he was a comic guy.
He's the guy that wrote, because he's the guy. He came.
Well, just because you wrote doesn't mean you have a connection. So basically, it was. I knew it would be better if Zia did the voiceover for.
Yeah, because I do
really need Zia to do the voiceover.
I don't fangirl over many people,
right?
But Wendy Peeney, I will absolutely fangirl over, and she seems to love me. I hear she loves me very much, and that just warms my heart more than I can tell you.
Great.
And so I get to do that for CradleCon. It's going to be very exciting.
Mm-hmm. And I think we're doing a panel.
We're doing. Oh yes, we are.
I think we're doing a panel, and Frank Frazetta's granddaughter is going to be on the panel, and somebody else is on the panel with us. I don't know.
And Tommy is saying, I heard Krusty Bunker Peeps talking about Heroes Con in North Carolina. I don't know if we're doing that as an official.
No, we're not doing that as an official.
Some of the gang may be going there, but
right. Heroes Con is a very comic book con. It doesn't have the actors. It doesn't have the other stuff. It's very comic book related, and it's done by a guy who has owned a comic store for 1 million years. That lives there, and he puts on this convention. And it's a convention that everybody in comics does love going to. It's kind of like the Baltimore Comic-Con, which is another convention that is very comic exclusive with not a lot of the actors and other things that now our Comic-Cons have.
It is also one of the longer shows. I think it's a 4-day show.
Heroes Con?
Yeah.
It's in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, I would love to go, but I can't.
Sam Green just bought the Joker Funko Pop with the 251 cover in our version of TJ Maxx. Bought it just today. That's nice. We actually had those in the studio. They were nice. They came with like a comic book back paneling on the box with the character in it.
Sam, I think you just come here to self-promote and sass. I think that's why you come here,
sassing.
Sam. No, but he usually sasses.
Oh, he says he will have a booth at Fan Expo in Toronto and Ottawa Comic Con. There he's shamelessly plugging.
Yeah.
So, okay, since everybody's on, we will load up. So this thing that Zia did today where she did the voiceover narration for a film that's about Wendy Peeney is going to run, I guess they're kind of doing a very small, what we now call an immersive, where they're going to have her costuming, I believe, on display. And they're having this narration with a film strip that runs next to her costume. So that's kind of cool. If you do go to, and I believe they're doing that for CradleCon, right?
Yes, that's for CradleCon.
Right. And CradleCon is out in Long Island. I'm not quite sure where. It is held at a museum. It's an airplane museum.
It is a very cool place.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, let's say you're going with somebody who's not a fan of comic books. They will love the airplanes and all the other stuff.
Right. So amongst comic books, you'll have airplanes hanging in the ceiling. So it's fun and cool to be there.
Randy, I agree. I do love Baltimore as well. And see, Sam agrees. He says, "Yep, you got me, Zia."
Yeah.
Has
Randy ever done Heroes Con?
I remember doing Heroes. Last time I did Heroes Con, Dad wrote on a piece of paper my name for the person put on my tag, and that was the year that I went to a convention as Neal Adams.
Zeep.
Yes.
I like a Zeep. Maybe we'll just call you Zeep.
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 Randy Funk says, love CradleCon basically because it's 15 minutes from my house.
There you go.
That helps. Sam Green says, I fix airplanes in the Army. Shameless flexing. San Diego Comic-Con this year, not as such right No, I don't know.
No, we're not doing San Diego.
Okay, we are officially saying no, we are not doing it. Okay.
No. I mean, you might find an Adams floating around out there, but I don't think we're doing a booth and stuff like that. I'm like 100% sure we're not. Okay, so basically I'm going to start the show. I decided to start the show with my trading cards.
Nobody's talking about the bomb.
Well, I don't think they know it's a bomb. So since we have been having bomb problems with the guns,
our source of bombs have
been very limited lately. I don't know what's going on in the world where I can't get my bombs.
I think we've used all the bombs.
Right, but we have the guns. We did get the smaller bombs, so we did get these finally in. And then Zia has to go to the tower of nuclear bomb.
Did you find one that doesn't even fit in frame?
Yes, it doesn't fit in frame. You have to ride it up the elevator here. So this tall black thing that's in front of me is our new nuclear bomb, which we're both kind of afraid to let this go off, but on the other hand,
we're itching to blow
it.
Boom, baby.
So this may be the last night that you see it. It is called, in many different languages, giant confetti cannon.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So we decided that a certain price would release the cannon tonight. And hopefully next week we will finally get it from Amazon, our normal bombs. But we will release the atomic bomb.
Andrew says, seems excessive. Well, that's not what I went there to get. But it was there.
What's the fun?
And I'm proud of myself that I didn't get the box of 6.
No, that would not be good. I think this is going to kill us, Theo.
Oh, what a way to go.
The Tommy totem.
How did Zia and Chris die? Confetti cannon.
Well, if you're gonna go with the confetti cannon.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna start because we've been bullshitting around here. Okay.
Ford is going, Andrea, shh, let it play out.
Wow, I thought you guys would protect us from ourselves.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
They love this as much as we do.
Well, you guys have to figure out what the price is.
They encourage my bad behavior.
That does this. Okay, so in front of us, we have the, these are upper deck. Are they upper deck? I believe they're upper deck. Now they set them up. I will forget. Yes, they are Marvel upper decks. These are trading cards. These were extra trading cards that they gave us, which Neal then drew on. We're going to need goggles and ear protectors. We actually looked for our ear protectors. We don't have them, so we're and we both wear glasses, so we're pretty good. And Victor Savina says, "Good evening, ladies. Giving Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy competition with those moms." YouTube addition is nice. Addition is nice. Chat on my phone. Watch on my TV. Thank you, Sam. I'm glad that we make life better for you all the time.
That's what we thrive on doing.
Okay, so I'm going to start the show with my Marvel upper deck. These are original art trading cards. So not printed on the cards, but Neal actually drew on these cards. They are even colored by Neal. So these are 100% Neal all the ways through. They are all signed by Neal. Looks like he signed the top of them. Who's going to be the one to shoot at?
Probably me, because Chris has got windows to aim at, and I've got a hallway. So
yeah, we figured we could either go down the hall or we'd have to go towards the door.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We're trying not to break any windows.
Yeah.
Of course, the sound. I
could maybe land it on the Empire State Building.
Hindsight being 2020, I had realized after I got back with this that I probably should have gotten a second one that we, blow up outside
and try it out
to see what it does.
Right.
But nah, we're a jump in the
What's
deep
the-
end kind of family.
What's the fun in that, Sue?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. I have 4 Marvel Upper Deck trading cards. These are $800 each to buy. We have, and these are done really kind of tight, and they're really good.
Yeah, Tommy, these are not simply noisemakers.
Andrea said she's concerned. Okay, so if you would be interested, so basically little sister gets to take out big sister. Well, usually
I would never take out Chris. There are other people that are way higher on my list than Chris is. Hola, Gustavo.
So if you're interested in purchasing these, or you want to know how the show plays, you would write in the comment bar claiming Hulk. We would then acknowledge Chris wants to buy the Hulk. We will make noise. We will blow off something, maybe even the confetti cannon. You never know. And then we will acknowledge you and we'll say, please direct message us your name, where I am shipping to, and the email in which I'm sending you an invoice. So there we go. So those are my first 4 trading cards, if anyone is interested. Otherwise, I'm going to move along here. Again, these are pencil, ink, and color, and signed by Neal. They're on these really pretty embossed with silver cards. I would say these are prettier cards. They're also very thick. And these are official Upper Deck Marvel Premiere from 2014. You have received a hand-drawn, one-of-a-kind Marvel art sketch card. Enjoy your original sketch card. So these are official cards, guys, with Neal Adams drawings on them. So they're definitely cool. I definitely would check them out. They're done really well. Okay. I'm going to put them back in my little case because that keeps them pristine. I don't know if we have anybody who's interested in trading cards. Occasionally, I know Sam, as he just said, he bought a Supergirl one that he loves. We also have this, which is obviously Dead Man, done by Neal. We have a Rogue, a Catwoman, and another Supergirl. Now these come in these little plastic cases. Now these are not Upper Deck cards. These are continuity or Neal Adams cards in that they have his famous kind of Tarzan piece on the back. They are all signed, pen and ink Neal. And some of these are colored by Neal, some of these are colored by Jason. So we have, once again, Catwoman, Rogue, Dead Man, and I forget what else I cut out there.
I think card size are 2.5 by 3.5 or 2 by 3.
Could be.
They're your usual trading card size.
Yes. They're the same size as the Upper Decks. So, okay. Then, to finish off my little card display here, like I said, these are all original drawings by Neal, all original pen and ink. That's why he signed them. In here we have some more characters. So I'm gonna, okay. If you see black and whites, like I have 2 Green Lantern black and whites here. Black and whites are $400, and the color ones are $800.
Plus blog says beautiful collection. Thank you.
We have a bleeding lantern and a regular Hal Jordan. So those are 400 because they're black and white. Here's some more black and whites. Ooh. Damn it.
It's not cooperating.
It is not. Okay, I have Wonder Woman. And out of memory, I believe I have
Black
Iron
Canary and
Iron Man. And the Iron Man obviously is based on the actor in the costume. They are all signed by Neal. These are pencil and inked by Neal. These are 400 a piece because they are black and white. Okay. Then I think I get to the color. Yeah. This is a page of other color ones. These are exactly like the ones in the in the plastic holders. These just are not in plastic holders. So we have Green Arrow,
Dead Man, Marvel Girl,
and
Spectre.
Sorry.
Dark Phoenix, and Wonder Woman.
Right. I couldn't see because my page was flipping,
Yeah, no,
and there's a delay on mine.
Brain was going phantom, but I was like, nope, Spectre. Okay.
So these are color ones. These are 800. All again, pencil and ink by Neal, signed by Neal. And then we have
Harley Quinn and the Huntress. I think that Dead Man is from the previous page. It's just showing through.
It's just showing through. So these are the trading cards that we have. I show them off and on. Sometimes people pick them up. Sometimes people don't. I've learned it's a very hit and miss group of people that buy these. Okay, so those are all my trading cards for this evening. But we haven't talked about trading cards in a while, so I brought them out. Okay, so I'm going to jump into artwork tonight. I'm not going to start with prints. I'm going to go right into art. We have some new pieces intermixed with other pieces. And actually, I'm going to start with what is not original art, but is a cool mechanical of art that is also signed by Neal. So again, this is not drawn. This is all stats of drawings. It is signed by Neal at the bottom because this was a job that was done by continuity. And this is for the superhero stamp collection. So it was an envelope, which I have the envelope and stamps. I'm going to put it in the front. Mm-hmm. Are you on a pan and scan?
I'm on a scan, okay. Yeah. And I have a scan and pan of those as well.
Oh, okay.
Or at least the stamps anyway.
So what Z is showing right now is the black and white mechanical that was used to make the envelope.
Now I'm showing the stamps.
There's no signature down there. And then this is what the original envelope and stamps look like. So these are actual stamps that I have, which are cool. This is kind of like one of those vintagey pieces. This was done before I came to continuity. So this is like pre-77. Because this was already done when I came in. And it's just pieces that I held on to because I thought it was super cool. We're selling the Hulk one for $800. You get the color envelope, the color stamps, and you get the black and white mechanical. All for $800 on this.
I'm just going to show the mechanical again.
So again, this is like more like a nostalgia piece. And it's fun to look at and play with. And just lick those stamps, and you can put them in your notebook, and you can relive your childhood. So Power Man, Submariner, Kung Fu. 10 different official first edition superhero collector stamps. Plus, I like the Hulk because it feels like the Aurora sets to me. So that was another reason why I held on to this. So that's my first piece.
You hang on to something for personal reasons?
Yeah. It's the only reason why we have it. Dad was going to throw it out.
Dad was going to throw out a lot of stuff.
Well, he doesn't need a mechanical. Okay, I'm going to start with our little heads. So, and these all can be colored. And what we've been doing recently is actually not coloring the originals, but making copies and coloring. So I'm going to start with Joker. I have a Joker by Neal, signed by Neal. Now this is original art. So now we are back to drawings. This is pencil and ink Neal for $700. And from our Wednesday night show, some people have asked to see the rest of these. So that's the reason why I pulled these out. So $700 for this Joker. This obviously was drawn during the coronavirus because it has our little coronavirus nasty little carnation there. That's my first one. $700 is the price for that. Next one up is Batman.
A startled Batman.
A startled Batman. So what I like about this one is there is not another startled Batman out there that I'm aware of. And to me, it's just like a cool, like, what? Batman pose. It is signed by Neal at the top. And like I said, these all can be colored up. So nice drawing for $700. Pen and ink here by Neal. Different Batman. We have Black Adam, pencil and ink by Neal. And the price on that is $500. Pen and ink Neal, signed by Neal there in the front.
He'd actually color it really nice too. The nice bright yellow and
I think like he needs color. Like this is like even the Batman and the Joker, they're fine in black and white. To me, this is a piece that I know would like really pull together in color. So this is one that I think works in color more than black and white. But Black Adam, $500. We have a Christopher Reeves that has been colored. Pen and ink Neal. And the price on this one is $750.
This one was colored by Tim Shen.
So if you're into the actors of Superman, this is one of Neal's favorite actors of Superman. The price is $750, and it is signed on the side, right, kind of by his ear on top of the buildings in the background.
Yep.
$750 for Superman, which this week is Superman week.
Right.
Now my nose is starting.
I have tissues. All right, hold on. Tommy is claiming Black Adam to be villain versus Superman and Batman, even without Shazam, right? So.
Oh, Tim Shin said he didn't color that Superman. I don't know who did color that Superman.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right. So Tommy, you're saying you want Black Adam and Superman. Because you mentioned Batman, but I don't know if you want Batman too. So just if you can clarify that for me, would be super helpful.
Okay. I will put up the next one while we're waiting for Tommy. So we have a piece of art up there to look at.
Okay, so you just want Black Adam and Superman.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha, Tommy. Okay, so we got Superman.
Thank you.
And we got Black Adam. Okay, so we're going to do that for Tommy. Actually, Sam, what we usually do is talk to Tommy after the show on
Yeah.
what it is that he would like.
Oh, and okay, and Tommy, you're saying you want Night Owl as well?
All right, I'm going to blow a bomb.
Night Owl. Okay, he wants Night Owl as well.
Night Owl as
Okay.
well. Okay. Thank you, Tommy. Here, I will put that to the side. Okay, so for Tommy's buys, I'm going to do a.
That one doesn't make noise. Why are you cringing?
I'm doing it the wrong way.
Do you need help?
No, this one doesn't want to turn.
Yeah.
Zia, what is it?
Hey! Oh boy, you got me good there, Chris.
Maybe that's the reason why they're hard to find things, because they're not working.
Oh.
Well, thank you, Tommy. That was for your buy of those heads. We're trying to get back into our old way of doing the show.
Hi.
All right, I'm going to keep going. I have a Robin for...
Oh, Chibis is claiming Startled Batman. I did miss that. I'm sorry.
Startled Batman.
Yes, he wants the Startled Batman.
Okay. Startled Batman. It's Chibis.
Okay, and if you're looking to yeah, I was showered in confetti. Chibis, if you are looking to get Batman color, just add that to your direct message, and we will give you a price on color.
Right?
Thank you very much.
Batman for Chibis. I will do a gun.
Batman was set, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yay!
I found a pack that works.
It's Baby Boom.
Baby boom. Okay. Last of the headshots is 600 for, who did I just put up?
Batman. What did I just put up? Batman.
Another Batman. This is more traditional of Neal's Batman heads.
And just so you guys are aware, these are amongst the last of our head sketches of Neal's.
Yep.
We are getting painfully few left.
That is true. Nobody wants my cool Joker. Jeez Louise.
All right, Tommy says, I'm excited to talk to Zia tomorrow or whenever about how we want to color Black Adam and Night Owl. All right, we'll probably do that on Monday.
Yeah.
I have a kind of busy weekend this weekend.
Yeah.
I got to catch up on some stuff. I got to color the head sketches you've already paid for. Get those done.
Okay. I'm going to put this over here. Okay, next up is Dark Phoenix.
Alrighty, Brew.
Okay, Dark Phoenix is 8.5 by 11. She's drawn on a Canson colored paper. And her price is $1,900 to buy. Oh, I'll make noise for Chibis. So here is our pan and scan of Dark Phoenix.
Chibis, we will let you know. He wants to know how much to color Black and White Batman, the startled one.
Right. Okay, so Dark Phoenix is pen and ink Neal. Color on this is Jason. She is drawn on a colored paper that is an acid-free paper, so the paper is not going to fade. And then Jason did the coloring. Jason Adams did the coloring on this, with Zia doing the white painting highlights to pull her eyes and shoulders and hair out. 1900 for this piece. Okay, keep going here. We have this cute Harley Quinn with her hammer behind her back. She is 8.5 by 11. She is pen and ink Neal. It is a signed piece by Neal. And this one is based off of the Harley Quinn that Neal did in the Little Black Notebook, because she's in that bathing suit that comes from that story. So if we were to color this, we would probably use the Little Black Notebook to do the base her coloring on, if somebody would want this colored. In pen and ink, it is 1900, and it is signed by Neal. 8.5 by 11 is the size. Little Miss Harley Quinn. Okay. Next up is going to be Superman, which, once again, we're in Superman week. And people are putting up a lot of Superman stuff on the internet right now. I was actually going to try and find the drawing of Superman carrying his creators, but I haven't located it yet. But I'll probably do it this weekend. So this is 8.5 by 11 of Superman. This is pen and ink Neal. Color on this is
me,
Zia, and it is a sign piece by Neal. The price on this is $1,800. So how many years old is Superman?
I think it was 83, 84, something like that. It was more than 80 because I was like, oh, okay, you got the 80th anniversary Joker Catwoman. That was a few years ago too. So is he the same age as Joker and Catwoman?
He's got to be older because he's the first.
Tim Shin says 86, I think.
Okay. Nice Superman, looking stern but powerful. I mean, Neal likes to draw him. Nice Superman pose. 1,800 is a really nice price. Okay, there's that one. Okay, next one is a big one. This is a very large piece. It is a little short of 11.17.
Ooh, after this one.
Yeah. And this is $3,000 to buy because it is a big, complex piece. This is pencil and ink Neal. Color on this is Tim Shin with Zia. And Zia did the background spray painted Joker behind Harley Quinn. So this is $3,000 to buy. And it's kind of textured, where the paint is thick on Joker's hair. It's also a little bit more kind of fluorescent-y green than what the cameras show. So it's Joker laughing behind Harley Quinn. And she's obviously just showing her tattoo on her arm. And this is, again, one of her earlier outfits. I guess this is kind of like Suicide Squad because she's got the blue and pink hair.
She's had quite a few outfits.
Yeah. But really nice Harley Quinn drawn by Neal. And it is a signed piece. So $3,000 is the price on this one.
Thank you, Sam.
Okay, next up is Thor. Okay, this is one of Neal's like pencil that he did for. Actually, we have a print of Thor that I believe this is the pencil that Neal did before taking it up in size for the print that we have. So this is $800 to buy. It's Thor with his hammer. And he's detailed in his upper half of his body because obviously Neal was concerned about the upper half of his body and how to hold the his mallet and his costuming, and wasn't that concerned about his legs, even though they are definitely penciled there, but not as tight as the upper portion of it. So this is $800 to buy. It is Thor. He's on 11 by 14 paper. It is a pencil. And it is not signed by Neal because these were his pencils that just went in the drawer when he was done with them. And then he took it onto another piece of paper that I'm sure has been sold through time. So this would get a certificate of authenticity that will go with it, stating this is drawn by Neal. I will also put the print in with it as well. This is $800 to buy. And that's a really solid Thor there. I like this Thor. I'm surprised no one has picked this one up yet. Plus, Dad does good Thor. Dad does good Thor. Okay, next is Dead Man.
I have no idea what music play for Dead Man.
What? What to play for Dead Man? Dead music.
Dead music.
Circus music? Okay, we have 8.5 by 11 Dead Man. This is pen and ink Neal. Color on this Dead Man is
2,300. That's me.
Zia. And the price.
Dad did the face.
And the price on this is $2,300, and it is a signed piece. And Z will get the pan and scan running on this one.
Ready?
Here we go. So again, color on the face is Neal. The rest of the color on this is Zia. So Neal did what he wanted to do, handed it off to Zia. It's the way we work at Continuity a lot of the time. It is 8.5 by 11, and the price is $2,300. Pen and ink Neal with some color on this is Neal and Zia, and the price is $2,300. Well, that's a really nicely tight done Dead Man with really zzz eyes. Which actually the inking around his eyes is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So $2,300 on Dead Man. Okay, next piece is Jean Grey, Marvel Girl from X-Men. This is a pencil. It is 8 on 8.5 by 11 paper. Is it 8.5 by 1? No, it's bigger than 8.5 by 1.
9
This
by
looks like
12.
that 9 by 12 paper. 9 by 12 paper. And this is a pencil that's pre-typed by Neal. It is a signed piece by Neal. It is $900 to buy. She's very cute. X-Men music, see? Again, Jean Grey. Nice. Like I said, she's on 9 by 12 paper. She sits in the middle of that paper. Nice tight pencil. $900 to buy. She has those Neal Adams hands.
Yes.
And she has a really nice price of $900. Great. I'm going to move along here. Next one is, oops, he got lost in the shuffle of stuff. This is Spider-Man. This is a pen and ink Neal Spider-Man. Zia's coloring. I believe it is a signed piece.
Yes.
Yes, it is a signed piece by Neal. And the price on this is
$750.
$750 for Spider-Man. It's already in color.
And Tommy likes your hand sound effects. The Marvel Girl.
Well, I could do zip zip for Spider-Man.
Flip.
So Spider-Man is obviously in a busy, bustling New York City scape of lots of great buildings. Looks like outside my window. And Spider-Man sensing some trouble somewhere.
Yeah, I had a really dumb moment the other day because I'm going through Google image searches looking for, up high cityscape, and I'm like, it's right out my freaking window. Duh.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I realized when we were doing the solar eclipse thing, and I was taking pictures of like the top, because we have where it's an interesting area because there's still enough of old New York here, and we definitely have a great view of the Empire State Building here. But then they've also built some new stuff, and there's still water towers around. So it still kind of has a Batman feel. But what I was doing was kind of angling my camera as if I were Superman flying through the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
And it came out pretty cool.
Nice.
So I do have good reference of a nice clear day with blue sky with wispy clouds and buildings that would work around Superman. So if you ever need that, Z, I got you covered. Okay, $750 for Spider-Man. All right, next piece up is a Hulk, 11 by 14. This is another one of Chris's favorites. This is a finished pencil render by Neal. It's Neal's, where he's doing that pencil illustrative style, where he had no intentions of inking this, but he's inking it by doing, different grays to do his inking, to give it a finished feeling. So this is $3,000 to buy. The size of this is big. It's 11/14. It is Hulk bending a girder, and it is a signed piece. His signature is right between Hulk's legs. I don't have a Park Avenue apartment. I can't even afford to live on this side anymore.
I don't know what the heck you guys think our bank accounts look like, but it don't look like what you think it does.
I mean, it's funny. I grew up in New York, grew up in the Bronx, so much for Park Avenue. And I did live in Manhattan for a little bit. I've lived in Queens, and I've definitely lived in Brooklyn, much to the chagrin of my father, who took years to get out of Brooklyn. And then I moved to Brooklyn, and then the whole family moved to Brooklyn, and that just about killed him.
And Dad was great. He's like, I spent my whole youth working hard to get out of Brooklyn, and now my whole family lives there.
And he would hate visiting us because he didn't want to go back to Brooklyn.
Oh my God, the scowl.
So basically, then I got my landlady, who was very, very nice to me for many, many years, wanted to sell her house and move to Hawaii. And then I had to go out looking for an apartment to live in, and I couldn't afford New York. So I ended up in Jersey, which I actually cried from the Jersey Hudson River side that I don't belong here.
I will say, though, Chris does get home faster than the rest of us.
Talk about a princess moment.
Yeah.
I don't belong on this side of New York. So, but now I love it there. So
that, and when it rains too hard, Chris has to swim home.
I don't like that part. So, okay, so we have Hulk, bending a girder, finish pencil, render with Neal Adams' name there for $3,000. This is my last Hulk piece. Okay, this one we just recently found. A nice 8.5 by 11 Batman head bust, I should say. Pen and ink Neal. And the price on this is $1,400 in black and white. This is a piece that I would definitely get colored. You don't have to color the original. You can leave it in its pristine black and white form. Nice inking on this one, guys. So this is $1,400 to buy. Really nice Batman. We can put him in a location. It is a signed piece by Neal. $1,400 for the black and white. Well, I think a lot of that bus station services through Jersey to, Pennsylvania and other places. So it has that, like, their own ramps that get onto the highway that are faster. So supposedly they're revamping the Port Authority bus station. So, okay, next one up is a piece we've had for a while. This is 11 by 14. This is the Batman that is more based on our Frank Miller Batman, which was interesting because actually today up on Bill Sienkiewicz's site, Bill had a Batman that looks a lot like this Batman. Not that I'm saying that he's drawing Neal's Batman here, but it's the Frank Miller Batman with the big fat bat across the chest and short ears, and he's kind of standing.
And what's the number on this one?
This is $3,000 to buy. And this is pen and ink Neal. Color on this is Zia.
You remember me doing all this?
Yeah, now I do. I forgot what
There's a color guide on the back. That should be a dead giveaway.
That's true. And it comes with a color guide. Please see. The color guide is back here, but the certificate is in the way. So Zia just refreshed my memory.
Sorry, Tommy. Which piece were you discussing? The Batman head? You wanted to, are you claiming that one? Sorry, I can't scroll back on the Instagram because I made the mistake of trying to respond. And Instagram just went, nope, not going to let you do anything anymore. So I can read your comments, but I can't scroll back and reread them. I'm sorry. We're still dealing with the quirks of Instagram through StreamYard. It's so much fun. So, Tommy, are you claiming the black and white Batman bust? Bust head with symbol curious. All right. Well, all right. Chibis is claiming the black and white Batman.
Okay.
Okay, and he said repeat, so I think he may have gotten in there before Tommy did.
Okay.
All right, we got you, Chibis.
All right. Chivas. Is getting Batman.
All right, I'm gonna have to not play music and pay more attention to Instagram.
Okay. There we go. Yay.
Woohoo!
They don't make a big bomby sound.
Well, no, because they're springs. They're
Mm.
spring loaded. They're not kaboomy.
Okay, so we took care of Chivas. We put his Batman to the side, the big head. And right now we're on the large piece for $3,000 with Batman with the blood sprays. And again, it comes with his original little color guide within the price of the $3,000. It also comes with an older fashioned certificate of authenticity that we don't do anymore that has Neal's thumbprint on it. So very cool. So that black dot on the back there is Neal's thumbprint. There you go. So.
Well, Tommy, you know you can't get them all. Although you're getting darn close, I gotta say.
Okay, so $3,000 for Batman based on more of a Frank Miller Batman with short ears. Okay, next up is another Batman. Amazing. How that
Change
works.
that number.
What?
Had the wrong number on this one.
Oh, okay. So this one is $5,000 to buy. This one is drawn on the Canson paper, which is why it has that color behind it. It is 11 by 14. This is a gorgeous piece of art. We're going to do the pan skin so you can see that Neal is using his pencil to do the shading of the cowl on Batman as well as Batman's face. He has white paint highlighting and ink. And this is a sign piece. And it is $5,000 to buy.
This one's so nice. I'm showing it twice.
Yeah, this is a really gorgeous piece of art.
That and you can see it better in the scanning pen.
Yeah. Yeah, it just gets a little dark. And so very stoic Batman. You're getting Neal's great pencil work and nice inking work in one piece, where you're getting to see both pencil and inking. And $5,000 is the price for this 11 by 14 Batman. Okay, this is another piece we recently pulled in. It is 8.5 by 11, another Batman. We call this Batman with the eye because he's kind of looking.
He's giving you the side eye.
He's giving you the side eye. This again can be kept as a pristine piece and still be colored. And it is signed by Neal. This has a lot of nice line work to it. And the price is $2,500. Because this has a lot of line work to it. The side-eyed Batman, 2,500, 8.5 by 11. Okay, here comes a cool one. This is a running Batman, 8.5 by 11, 2,800 to buy. Again, this can be colored. And it is a signed piece by Neal. A lot of work in this piece.
For those of you guys that have been watching, you'll notice that this is very reminiscent of that painting that Dad did of Batman running through the sort of smoky scenery.
Well, he's done a lot of Batmans running. They're different from one another, but still have a similar feeling.
Yeah. Well, the only one
sometimes
I can think
he's
of
running in the swamps. Sometimes
right. Well,
he's running out of smoke.
The only one I can think of that had this much sort of smoke around him was that painting.
Yeah. So this is 2,800 to buy. This is an awesome Batman piece. And it is a signed piece, which is also nice. Okay, next up is Two-Face.
Two-Face!
Oh, I
My
see.
boy.
See, let another pan skin of the Batman running go through.
Well,
okay, Two-Face is on 11 by 14 paper. He is 2,200 to buy.
he's so pretty.
It is a signed piece by Neal. It is pen and ink Neal. Color on this is with a lot of airbrushing on this.
Yep.
So 2,200. It's a really hard work piece by both Neal and Zia. He's very handsome on his good side and very not handsome on his bad side.
He's so pretty.
I want you to know, sometimes when Dad had sleep, well, not sometimes, most of the time, if Dad had sleep, he looked like the good side. But there were times Dad would walk into the studio and he got his Popeye that he kind of looks like the other side sometimes.
Just not lumpy and purple.
Yeah.
I've seen that eyeball in my dad's socket.
Yes, we have. 2,200 for Two-Face. Again, nice signed piece. Beautiful color by Zia. Beautiful artwork by Neal. $2,200 on Two-Face. Okay, next one up is a Superman. 8.5 by 11, pen and ink Superman. The background and color is Zia. And this is 2,600. I'll get my arm out of the way. 2,600 to buy, and it is a signed piece. So the alley in the background is actually Zia. And it's all done with color. Obviously, Superman figure is Neal. 2,600 is the price for this beautiful piece. Does it have a signature?
No.
Oh, so it's just a dark thing. See, I thought this was a signature. Okay, so I'm going to take that back. This is not a signed piece. So we would have to put a certificate of authenticity with it. I thought the little thing in the pavement was a signature. Because it's like over in the side where Dad would put his signature.
Sorry, no, it's pothole.
It's
see where you
just
make
a
them-
pothole.
I can see where you would mistake Dad's signature for a pothole.
So again, $2,600 for Superman. Okay. Next up is our, I'm going to say Bruce Timm Joker with the red balloon for $1,200. This is pen and ink Neal. Color on this is a trifecta here. The red balloon because Jason airbrushed all the red balloons in Neal's series of red balloons that he did with many different Jokers. Then the background explosion color is Zia, and Rich's on the Joker with some Zia. So this is $1,200 to buy. Pen and ink on this is Neal. He, like I said, he did a series of different Jokers. They all had the red balloon as the common theme between all of them. And you can't do Joker without doing a Bruce Timm Joker. And this is $1,200 to buy. Based on the animated series Joker. And that's a good price for this piece. Okay, next piece up is Harley Quinn with a cork pop gun. This piece is also not a signed piece. I think Neal just didn't sign it when it was black and white. We didn't catch it. This is pen and ink Neal. Color on this is Tim Shin on the figure with Zia. And then the background diamond effect is Jason. This is $1,500 to buy, and we'll have a certificate of authenticity that will go along with it. So it's Harley Quinn in her original animated costume, obviously. We have a nice kind of diamond card effect behind her. I always love when Dad does the cork pop gun. I think is really cute. So $1,500 for Harley Quinn. Very cute piece. Okay, next up is an Oliver Queen Green Arrow, pen and ink. 8.5 by 11. It is a signed piece by Neal, and it is $2,000 to buy. It's a classic Neal Adams drawing of Green Arrow. This also can be colored up and dropped in a background, just like the way Superman was done. But for pen and ink, it is $2,000.
The lovely background sound of our freight elevator.
Or freight elevator. Yep. Okay, moving along here. I have a really nice 11 by 14 Superman bleeding, and he's got a kryptonite light above him. The size of this is large. It's 11 by 14. Pen and ink Neal, sign piece by Neal, colored by Jason.
Yeah.
And $2,000 to buy.
My marker's just I forgot. Not often we get to see Superman bleeding.
Nope.
Not that we want to see Superman bleeding.
Right.
But
Well, it was part of the
it's just
theme.
a rare illustration.
Right, it was part of the theme of Dad's coming of the Superman.
The vulnerability of Superman.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think Dad pushed the vulnerability of Superman and Superman versus Muhammad Ali.
Sure did.
And then kind of liked that. So then when he did the next Superman, he kind of went back to that, the DNA of is he part human or not. So $2,000 for Superman with the kryptonite lighting above him. Obviously, causing him problems, as only kryptonite can do. Okay, next up is a very large piece. This is 1117. This is worthy of comic book cover publishing, but this has not been published. It is $14,000 to buy. Pen and ink, Neal. I don't know if it's signed. Yes, it is signed at the bottom.
Pencil.
Yep. Batman in the Rain with the Moon.
Batman always has a full moon.
Well, I think like half moons don't look so good.
Maybe I can do like a crescent.
Yeah. Because if you like have these little bat ears and you have a crescent moon, it's kind of a weird composition there.
Just makes me think Batman only comes out during a full moon.
Well, maybe he's got werewolfitis. Or maybe criminals really get wound up
criminally
during a full moon. I mean, they used to believe that. So $14,000 for this piece.
Well, that's what they thought of the mentally unstable.
Yeah, well,
That's hence the word loonies.
yes.
Because it was lunar.
But most of Batman's original criminals were loonies. So, hence Arkham Asylum.
There you go.
Okay, now I'm going off to published pieces. We have the Incredible Hulk #1. Sorry, variant cover by Neal of Hulk. It's, I think, the only Hulk by himself cover that Neal did. The price on this is $18,000. This is pen and ink Neal. And again, it is a published piece, so the value of this piece is always going to be more expensive because it has been published. But really nice piece. A lot of work in this. Again, the ink lines on this is amazing. You know, the rope is different than the pants. The muscles of his stomach are different than the lines of his pants. I mean, it's an amazing look of weights of line to indicate differences between chains and skin and clothing. So a lot of inkers in our field use the same line weight to ink everything. Neal didn't believe in that. So gorgeous Hulk piece here. Okay, pull to the side. Okay, the next one up is the Green Arrow Rebirth cover #5. This is the one that Bill Sienkiewicz inked over Neal. This is what the comic book. Sorry. Look, I'm apologizing for you. Looks like.
Sorry, my sister's sneezing.
So this is
Loser.
Pencil Neal. And here's the comic book, the published comic book. These are the pencils. Bill did a blue line to ink that cover, even though Neal did ink the faces on his pencil. Or not what got published. So Bill's inking got published.
Well, because that would have printed it as blue when you got it.
So this is $8,000 to buy. but it is the Black Canary Explosion with Green Arrow cover. And it was the Green Arrow Rebirth issue number 5 for $8,000.
See, who says explosions can't be romantic?
Well, we still have our big cannon bombs, eh? We may live another day.
I may fire that one off just to see what it does.
Nope. We're gonna die. Okay.
That's what you said on the tickler, and you didn't die.
Yeah, but I was joking on the tickler.
It's great going on roller coasters with Chris because she's just all, we're gonna die!
I do that to worry you.
I think you do it to make Jade laugh.
I do it to make Jade laugh. Okay, so I'm now on to Prince. I put my Prince last tonight. Always changing up the show here. Okay, so this is, I think this was one of the, towards the end covers of Neal's Coming Up with Superman. This is a great piece by Neal. It's 13 by 19. We're now on to Prince. So the price of this is $100 to buy. And there is Neal's signature somewhere on this.
I'll get to it.
I think it's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's
There it
silver.
All right, now I have to keep an eye on Instagram here.
Yes. And there's his signature in silver. So I have just a couple of these left. Superman with Darkseid. $100. $100. Again, these are Prince. 13 by 19 is the size. Or anybody out there? Okay, next up is Batman on the Gargoyle. Neal Adams signature, 13 by 19. This is the Detective 1000.
All right, Tommy is asking if he has the Superman.
I don't know if he has the Superman, so I will look at your list and I'll let you know. So I'm going to put your name on it, Tommy. But we'll see whether or not you have it or not. I don't know for sure. This one you do have. So Batman Gargoyle with Neal's signature on it, $100, 13 by 19. This is the Detective 1000 C cover. A lot of you who bought red boxes probably have this as a comic book. And when you get to see it up close and large, it's actually an incredible cover that in some ways I feel like it was wasted on the comic book. And then when you put all the title stuff on it, you lose that cool lightning that's on the top of the piece. So, nice piece here. Okay. Then I pulled up, I have a couple of the villain cover of Detective 1000, 13 by 19. With the villains below, and he's holding up Killer Croc above his head. Again, nice to see without all the logo stuff on it. And you get a cool penguin by Neal. I love when Neal does penguin. So we only have a couple of these left that are signed. The Superman 9/11 that's on this really nice kind of slick paper. It's a little smaller. Might be 1117. Not quite sure. But it is signed by Neal. This is an older print that I found a couple in the drawer. It is signed down here at the bottom. These were probably made at the time that we were doing all the 9/11 things. And I think this is my last one of the shiny paper ones. So 9/11 with Superman and Uncle Sam, who we just all got through painting the other day. Joy. Tax time. Okay, so here is the Thor that you guys saw, that pencil prelim that I showed earlier tonight. Here's the Thor print. It is 13 by 19, and it is
signed.
It is signed, yes. 13 by 19 Thor. So again, this is the Thor that was on that pencil that I showed earlier. $100 is the price. Gorgeous Thor piece. Okay, I have one left of the 13 by 19 of the fancy giclees. These are 200 to buy because this is part of our New York Comic Con from this last year of Hal Jordan. I have one left. And that is it. And these do not come signed by Neal. These get a Neal Adams hologram signature that we put on the back of it. This is also 200 to buy. This is based on a large painting that if you watch our older shows, you can see it always at the end of our conference room table. And Neal would pull it out and work on it and then put it away. And he'd pull it out and work on it and put it away. So $200, and I know I just have one left, and that's it. And this is on that nice watercolor paper. Okay. One of Neal's things that he likes to do is that mirror image. This is kind of a Tarzanish guy pulling his own self. This is 100 to buy, 13 by 19. Neal has done this composition a couple of times. They're different, but it's the same. We have two girls that fight from underneath.
That's not a reflection. That's seeing the guy.
Oh, the guy's underneath it, right?
But
he did it somewhere else. I can't think tonight where the other piece is that he did this. So this is 100 to buy. This is not signed, so this would again get the hologram Neal Adams signature. That is a fancy signature that only we put on things. This is 100 to buy. This is Neal's finished pencil work. It's like a tug of war with yourself through ice or something.
I think you're chained to the floor and there's a big puddle in front of you.
Well, but they're streaming.
Yeah, but it's just him and it's a puddle in front of him. He's chained to the floor.
Maybe it's a puddle. Maybe he's chained to the floor. Who knows?
Okay.
That's the fun of the piece. Okay, next one up is the Batman Warner Brothers. This is our print of it because the Batman Warner Brothers big giclée was much bigger than this. This is a 13 by 19 of it. It does not come signed. It is $100. This is based on that Batman and the Waiting Grave. Graves. Yep. $100 for this. This is Definitely Neal's pen and ink with Corey Adams coloring and Corey Adams airbrushing. Really nice piece. We have a Harley Quinn with a big diamond in her original Harley Quinn outfit. For 113 by 19. With the Joker J.
Okay, Tommy says he looked through his prints and he does have one Superman and Darkseid.
Okay.
So just cross that out.
Thank you, Tommy. Okay, I have the Hal Jordan Green Arrow Fight. I call this the Face Off. 13 by 19.
All right, and Tommy is saying the Batman Warner Brothers with purple background looks familiar.
Mm-hmm.
You did see that before. I'm pretty sure you got
I'm pretty
one.
sure he got that one. So this is the face-off one. This is a reprint of Neal's. I think it was the direct edition, like when they were putting them in smaller volumes and putting them out. This was one of the covers from that. $100 to buy.
If he ordered the Harley J one.
He does not have that Harley J. He has a Harley with the hammer, but he doesn't have a Harley J.
Yeah, the Harley with the hammer, she's standing more upright. It is a very similar background, but she's got the big mallet behind her back.
Right.
So let us know if you want the Harley bent over with the J.
Okay. I found one more of the Black Canary. I call it Black Canary with the pink background. This is 100 to buy. It is signed by Neal. Number of you bought this. This is like the last one in the bunch.
Okay, and Tommy is claiming the Harley J.
Okay. I got that, Tommy. Harley J. Oops.
Gotcha, Tommy. And he's asking, do I probably have the Green Lantern Green Arrow grabbing shirts?
Oh, again, I'm not sure, Tommy.
I'll write it down with a question mark.
Right, and then we'll just check it. And I can answer you on Monday. I'm just not sure if you got that one. Okay, then I have a couple more of these Star Wars ones. This is the painting of Star Wars in the trash compactor from the view you didn't see, because in the movie you see it from above. You never see what's going on underneath. Neal decided to draw what was underneath. This is $100 to buy. 13 by 19 is the size. This is definitely a new print that we have not put out. We have done it, I think, one other time on this show. It has never been at any of the conventions. 13 by 19, $100. It is not signed by Neal, so this would get a hologram signature on the back of it. $100 to buy, 13 by 19. Okay. Push along here. I think these are the same. Yeah. Alright. I have the vertical or horizontal. Horizontal.
Sorry, honey, it's getting late.
Green Arrow pencil by Neal that was a cover for a comic. He actually drew it as a drawing and then we sold it as a cover.
And they printed it sideways.
And they printed it sideways, which was very nice. This is $100 to buy. It is signed by Neal. And it is 13 by 19. And Tommy, I'm pretty sure you got one of these. But this is a really nice print because we can control the darkness and lightness of his pencil work on this. So it's a really crisp, nice print. Okay, this is the Kylo Ren cover that Neal did for Star Wars at 100, 13 by 19. It is not signed by Neal, so this would get the holographic sticker with his signature. And I'm pretty sure that Tommy got this one. Again, this is a new print. We really haven't had this out there on the market. $100 to buy. Nice print. I found one more of this one. Vampirella with the eye guy for 100, 13 by 19. It is signed by Neal. This will be our last piece for the night. I don't know if I know people were asking about this. I did find another one. This is a classic Vampirella by Neal. Then in that finished pencil render with inking. So a really nice piece here. 13 by 19.
Kelly, it's not the same as the last Vampy. Is it the only one?
I don't understand by not the same as the last Vampy. This is probably my last one that comes signed by Neal, is what I'm saying. Obviously, he drew Vampirellas after this, but it's my last one that has a signature so far that I've been able to find. And like I said, other people have purchased this, and I know there were some people who got shorted, and I just want to make sure that everybody who is interested in this can get it if they're interested in it. So that is my show for tonight because we're coming in at 9:15, which is our usual time of signing off. If anybody would like to see anything from tonight, we went through an awful lot of stuff tonight. We went through a number of newer prints that have not been out there that have just come out from us in the last week or so. Like I said, that would be this one we've just recently come out with. The Star Wars Kylo Ren one is another one that's kind of new to the
Chubas on Instagram says thanks.
okay. Okay, so basically we will talk to people probably on Monday that were interested in coloring pieces that they purchased tonight. And then we'll finalize up that with people if they truly want to do that. If you are just watching the show, you can always direct message us if there's anything that you see, and you can direct message us and we'll just pull it on the side on Monday And we do keep accounts of what people, do look for, so that we don't have anybody take something that is already sold.
Chibis is asking, can you re-show the $2,800 Batman black and white? Not sure exact description. Kelly Rusk says, I thought the other Vampy was a white Batman.
No, I think they've all been black.
Was there a cover Vampy?
There is a cover Vampy that's white.
Yeah, that might be what you're thinking.
Yeah, that's a cover. But our prints always had it as a black.
All right, so Chibis is looking for a Batman black and white at $2,800.
All right.
I understand why you don't know which one, because there were a lot of
This one?
Batmans.
Batman running.
This is the Smoky Batman, which I can show you a scan and pan right there. He says yes.
Right.
All right, Kelly Rusk is claiming the Vampy print.
Okay. I think when it first came out, it was black. I think when we did it for the cover, we made it white.
Happy Tower says metal cover is white.
Yeah. Okay, so Kelly Rusk has a Vampy. All right, put that over. Whoa.
Oh, yeah, Happy Towers, you didn't get to see that. I found that today while shopping for our confetti cannons.
Yes.
And I got a real confetti cannon.
That's our big bomb.
I didn't even know they made them this big. We don't know what it does. But I can't wait to
But we'll
out.
find out. But nobody bought a big piece, so
Nope.
that we were keeping the biggest
Okay,
bomb.
Chibis is saying, can I claim this black and white Batman and not the startled Batman in exchange? Well, I mean, if you choose not to get the startled Batman head, that's fine.
Right.
It's not
Okay. So what we're saying.
Okay, so he wants this, but not the head that he
Okay.
claimed earlier, which I got it.
Okay. So this is now Chibis. Boop. And
Gotcha, Chibis.
so he's putting this one back.
Yeah. So take his name off of that one.
Okay.
And Sam Green says smart buy.
Okay. All right. Anybody else need some help with anything?
Yeah, I was really hoping somebody was going to make a purchase worthy of the big bomb. Just going to have to wait.
Of course, the
Greg Harper says it was a shorter night for me, but I really appreciate the fine show you guys did tonight. Thank you for your efforts. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Greg. So we will be back Wednesday night. Wednesday night is going to be a big commercial art night. So it'll be a little different. So because I've had some complaints that I'm not living up to my weird Wednesdays.
All right, Tommy, we think that the Vampirella with the monster was the last one. If we find any others,
I think he has one.
yeah.
I think you have
Well, he was
one.
asking if he could check, but.
Yeah, I could check.
And Kelly Rusk is saying yay and yes for your commercial work Wednesday.
Did I blow this one?
Yeah, that was blown.
What is this one?
Because no, that was blown.
How do you know it's blown?
Because the tape on the front is busted.
Yeah.
Because the confetti is under that tape on the front. You know how these work?
No, I just blow them. I don't know how they work.
And Happy Cover says, I will PM you over the weekend for Prince, Kylo, and Odyssey.
Okay.
Yay!
That was for Kelly Ross. Okay. Well, like I said, we're around over the weekend, so if you want anything, you can always write to us. We're generally around. I'm usually around. So, and I will, I guess on Tommy and Chavez, I will hold up sending the invoices till we discuss what we might want to do in color or not want to do in color. Or I'll invoice for the black and white, and then we can just invoice for the color separate on Mondays. I'll probably do that. I'll invoice everything, and then we can discuss color on Monday.
And Chibis is saying, please visit with the one and only Storenko this Sunday at New York City Comic Art Expo.
Where is New York City Comic Book Art? I didn't even know we had one this weekend.
It is at a hotel this weekend on Sunday. Like I said, I may try to pop in and say hi.
I don't even know where it is.
Jimmy. I will look. I'll find it.
But where is it?
Chibis said earlier in the show where it was, but I can't remember.
Yeah. Okay.
Chibis, would you remind us where it is, please? Hilton Midtown.
Hilton Midtown. Okay. I can find that.
Yep.
And that's on Sunday only?
That is Sunday only. It's a one-day show.
Wow. Okay. All right. And I hear Sunday isn't supposed to be so nice out. So perfect weather to be inside at a Comic-Con.
There you go.
So.
Well, I have one JD birthday thing that I have to do, but the rest of the day.
Good night, Victor. Have a good night. And
yeah, Tommy, we'll talk on Monday.
Yep, and I think for Zia and myself, we are supposed to be at CradleCon, but that's like the second week in May. But we'll lock that down exactly what we're doing, because even we're not so sure what we're doing. So I don't know if we have tables or what we're doing. And if we have tables, I will be bringing Neal's stuff. Zia will be bringing Zia's stuff.
We'll be next to each other.
We'll be next to each other.
Because, you can't have one without the other.
That's right. We're stuck together. Forever. All right, guys. It was a fun show. And can't make it to the Comic Art Show Sunday. Granddaughter's third birthday party. Yay. Congrats on third birthdays. Okay, so we're going to sign off. Thanks again for joining us tonight. We'll be back on Wednesday night. Like I said, I'm going to pull out a lot of advertising stuff for Wednesday night. And we'll see what we find there.
Yep, check your bank account, Kelly Ross. Wednesday. Be ready. We'll see you guys then. Have a great weekend.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Be safe this weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.